Hey gang! Gameface here. Means I've ended up in Planet Coaster. Once again. Whoa, that's loud. Sorry. I'll blow everybody's ears out with Planet Coaster music. Yeah, so here we are. And I'm back in this place. But I have an idea. And it's gonna fit in with this theme. But well, we'll see. I'll start building it. Basically, it's a store. We need a store to start. That's the first thing we need. Let's put down something to build this around. Not a bathroom. Bathroom. That'd be cool. So let's build what would be reasonable. A juice place. Get your juice here. And the plan is to build like a big, huge stump around it. So it's like a store in a stump. Tree stump, but you know, tree stump. I'm thinking of some other type of stump. I don't know what it was. So that's the idea. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Well, I have an idea how I'm gonna do it. Shapes. But I just gotta figure out, you know, scope here. How big are these shapes? And what do I need to do? I was thinking this was something. And then we gotta make it like tree colored. Trunk, you know, bark. Of course, you know, if you go look at a tree, they're not really brown. But yet, you know, when we're kids, we always draw trees brown. They're more of like gray. There's a lot more gray in them. But I think for my requirements here, something like that, a dark brown is probably best bet. So the idea here is this. We're gonna build a big trunk. And in that trunk will be the store. Be the place, and the roots will go down, you know. And I've thought about it, and it should be pretty straightforward. You know, everything's curving outward. We're not gonna see the extra stick-out pieces, because they'll be on the inside. And yeah, that should work. That should be what that should work, yeah. That's what I'm going with. But I think the first place to start is like some corners on this. Because now we're gonna have to get like, I don't know, creative. And maybe these corners shouldn't be here. Maybe these corners should be up the top. Maybe not that high. And this we can take and, you know, start making it like it was a thing on a tree trunk. It's still gonna follow the whole same theme where it sort of has this plasticky look to it. Everything in this world. But I think if I can build this thing out like, you know, with roots and stuff like that, it'll look good. It'll actually fit in with everything else that we've built. You know, there's already a tree. There's no store in it. But we're not going to be able to get like tree rings. Can't do that. Okay, so this will be similar but different. Because of course. Now, they're on very similar angles. I almost wonder if it would be worth messing with it. Maybe I'll pull this down. Fine, right? Hey Marco, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, let's see. That's okay, I guess. Now, I don't want to pull this out too much. That's sort of okay. Now I'm gonna take these three, pull them down. I'm gonna space them out a bit. Whoops, it's not what I intended. And I'm going to fill in some of the space with smaller pieces. And the same will occur up here. Maybe not. Okay, so we know what we need to do now. We need to basically build this whole trunk type thing all around. Now we don't want it to be too big, but we don't want it to be too small either. Like too big would mean like these trees are like puny. But it needs to look like a trunk, and it needs to fit a store inside. Like I said, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do all this. Change the height. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna work out. There we go. It'll look like a trunk, won't it? A tree trunk? Or a stump? Okay, so some of these we're just going to like give it like, well, we're gonna give it a little turn for, well, maybe not that much turn. Why won't it turn? Come on, turn. Not that much. There we go. A little bit of a turn. Turn? No! I'm not moving it that much. I'm not moving it that much. I'm serious. There's no way I'm moving this thing 45 degrees. It was locked. Yeah. I'm playing Planet Coaster. Oh no! That still happens. Okay, so let's just a tiny bit. And a little bit more. Somehow I need to cover that. That's not gonna help. Okay. What we're gonna do. There we go. Door of Life. The Pipshot Juice of Life. Hey, Chef Zo. How's my day going? My day it is okay. Not the best day, but it's definitely not the worst day. I am working on, I don't know, just kind of some trinkety things for, I don't know. I'm just trying to build something different other than what I always build. Okay, so I move that. If I move that here, and bring this one out a bunch. And by a bunch more, I mean a bunch. Which of course means we need to figure out how to fill in all this other area that we're creating. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm creating a little bit of a collection to add some stuff like this, put up some stuff like this to the workshop. I got some others in the works over here, but, you know, Yeah. Kind of missing its leaves. Now, what can you do? I was thinking of making it a lot shorter too, and making it like a bush with like maybe little flowers all over it or something. Seems kind of ridiculous compared to what I usually build, but maybe that's what I need to keep going in this. Christmassy. That's just because there's pine trees or evergreen trees. That's gotta be why. Definitely not going for Christmas here. No, the Christmas mushroom. More of a well, yeah, okay. I can see how this could almost seem Christmassy. Maybe I should change that to yellow or something. Maybe that's what's doing it. Maybe it's these. I don't know. Whoops. Wrong there. Knew there'd be some detail to this as well. And I don't know, I like building little details. Yeah, it's gonna make for I don't know, a nice like theme within a larger park, I think. And maybe I'll do a couple of different theme type things. But yeah, every single piece is built out of this. I'm not building, well, I'm not using any parts but art shapes. Kind of weird how this color's changed, but maybe it's just the lighting. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. We'll see where it all ends up in the long run. But I'm like I said, the goal of this is to actually have something uploaded to the workshop in the end. Whoops. So that everybody can use this in their parks. I don't upload enough stuff to the workshop, I really. I don't like what's not what happened. Yeah, I guess you could add some vines. I don't know what you'd make them out of. You could use the in-game, like the actual one. That could be a thing. My main concern right now is just getting something that looks like a tree. And not just a bunch of tubes. But I think it's working out okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna turn out. As long as I don't go too overboard. On the vines. On the vines, on the, sorry. What am I thinking? On the, roots. Now, some filler. Not really filler. You know what I mean. It's gonna be a stump. Not gonna be a full tree. This is probably the extent of it. I suppose somebody could build a big, huge version, but I don't think there's enough, like, you know, in order to get leaves on it and everything like that, you'd be talking a lot more than a few hundred parts. And I have to have some limit on this if I'm gonna upload it all in one type of one deal, you know what I mean. Not touching the ground, are you? Well, that's even better. I can do this. Oops. I want to do that. Go. That might be a little extreme. Let's not do that. Oh. Now. Some things are gonna have to change. Something weird going on here. Oh well, like I said. Figure it all out. Get it all right. These ones I feel like I can move them out a little more. You know, if you have two of the other ones, it looks way too. You get a definite straight line. This one's stacking up two of them. it's gonna fit in. There we go. Nope, not what I had in mind at all. Try that again. It's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, it works. Can't see that anyway. What's going on here? Uh-oh. I want to mix that side up. This side. We'll put something else in there. It's like, that's not moving. Why is it not moving? Moving. It's still not moving. Okay, that moved. that movie. We'll go with that. Maybe not so. I think I know what's there. Some pieces are more difficult than others. That's fine. I don't know what I'm going to build next in Planet Coaster. I think I've got a coaster in mind, built around this. Might do that. What? No, I'm grabbing the front of the line. Not the back of the line. Oh, come on. most of it. Hey, Meganico. I'm doing okay. How about yourself? Okay. Take this. Why did it not turn? I swear the first thing I did was turn it. Saw the blue line move. Blue line's not the same place. Three weeks of vacation. Nice. I don't know if I could get 3 weeks of vacation 3 weeks in a row. I don't know if I'd take it if I could. I'd be afraid to come back to it like an absolute disaster. I would have to clean up. Oh, come on. I swear that's the one pointing that way. Should be. Oh, it's the blue one we want. Nowhere to go, eh? Can't work forever, no energy. Oh well. That's what happens when we're under construction. So, I don't know if there's anything... Oh, you got the vintage pack. Awesome. It's pretty good. I like it. I don't know how much I'm going to build with it right away, but... I do like it. Uh-oh. That's wrong. You right? Nope. I still see lines. Nope. I guess those lines are better than the other lines. Oh, there we go. Got circles around a tree. I think we did okay there. And you know what? It took me a lot less time than I thought it would. I don't know what else to do with it. You know, I guess I could... what did I use? These? But I can't, there's nothing to make a small enough branch. Like, you know, have a little branch sticking off, but everything's too big. Everything's way too big. That can't be a branch. Yeah. I think that's it. Search door. Now, what we want to do we'll have that. But we also have to have the bathroom version. Can't delete the pip shot because, you know, that'll unbind everything and it won't be a building anymore. So I better put down a bathroom somewhere first. Uh-oh. Well, this is not going exactly as planned. Well, I didn't want a copy of it. No good. Okay. A little bit more. Well, I guess at least it'll be different than the other one. Okay, so now what? Now I need to figure out the top edge of this thing. Gotta be different. It's not, it doesn't have to be different, but it's going to be different because I have no choice. Can't have the thing going. Gonna have to be something like this. Means more alignment. Oops. There we go. I don't think I want to. Well, it really matters. Probably just do this. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. That's not. There we go. Not good. I don't know. It's questionable. I didn't want to disconnect it. Oh. There we go. Forest bathrooms and the forest store. This looks better, I think. So, now the other thing I was going to... So I'm going to take this. You know what? I'm just going to fire all these staff because they're more... Like, quit already. Fire. Goodbye. Sorry. Still won't leave. I want to go away. Okay, so if I take this and delete it, take this and delete it. This. Huh? This was the worst. That was the worst part of the other tree, was putting all the leaves on it. Of course, because you know every one of them's at a different angle. Everyone's a little bit different. But you know, it's got to be done. Don't do it. You don't end up with the same. Yeah, you don't end up with a tree. Hey Michael, welcome back to the stream. Glad you could make it. It's not as exciting today, or not as action-packed, but it will be tomorrow. It will be tomorrow, I tell you. Tomorrow. What am I building? I'm just building like things. I built a store in a big giant stump. And I built a bathroom on a big giant stump. So now I'm building a small bush of some type. I don't know. Just building stuff. Give some use. Okay. I am gonna, like I said, I've been telling people, I am gonna upload all this to the workshop. But I just needed to build something different. Everything I've built is like all like trying to look as real as possible. And it's nice to step away from that every once in a while. It's funny, the other day, I actually went and watched the Johnny on Channel 5 doing the preview of my Pirates Paradise Park. Or the review, I don't know. The park spotlight. Oh yeah, it's been up there. It's been up there for months. What's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow will be straight Subnautica, all the way through the day, from beginning to end. Again, sorry for those who are bored of Subnautica, but I think I found a way to do it in like less than 10 hours. So I'm hoping that's a thing. It might take 12 because I'm gonna take a reasonable amount of breaks. Because you know, streaming for 10 hours, even the 15-hour the 15-hour stream of Subnautica from last week, yeah, that took a lot out of me. Even the next day, I was like, yeah, I can't do anything. But it was fun. Yeah, starts tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. my time, CST, but it will be somewhere around there. And it'll basically go until I'm done. Hardcore as well. So done could be I accidentally drowned myself 15 minutes in and we're done. Or 10 hours later I finished the game. Anywhere between those. If I die, it's over. Just done. No, not a speed run. No, no. I saw a guy do, or I watched a guy do a Subnautica speedrun, and mine's gonna take like, yeah, my I don't even know if you can even call mine a speed walk. Maybe a slow crawl. Yeah, no, maybe not. No. It is quick for me, definitely. But you know, I have a video that I'm gonna watch tonight of a guy doing the whole thing in like an hour and 28 minutes on hardcore without doing any of the you know, going through things. But like, it must have taken him multiple tries, and that's the difference between this guy doing it and me doing it. I don't have multiple tries. If I want to do this again in one go, well, no, there's the other difference. I'm not that good. I'm not that good at Subnautica. I really like the game, but I'm not as good as this guy doing these crazy. Oh yeah, the first time I played it, it took me 48 hours. Which was awesome. Like, that's what I look for in a game that I spend, you know, $30 on. 48 hours of gameplay is like, sweet. That's good. But yeah, now I'm at the point where well, you know, I'm not using any of the speedrun tricks, so I wouldn't say it's a speedrun. It's a speedrun for me, but it shouldn't be compared to a speedrun, or I will look completely pathetic. And yeah. Oh, your PC couldn't run it. Well, you'll have to come check it out, because it is a really good game. Like, I did not expect it to be as good as it was. Okay, so let's make a flower to go on this. Yeah, if you got notifications on, it'll let you know when I start. One hell of a flower. Screwed it up. Oh, so you're in like the UK or something? I must know this from previous I must have previous knowledge of this. Okay, now these are not going to be green. I'm going to make them white. And we're going to make a... No, we're going to make them blue. Oh, I already have blue ones. Okay, what color do we want it? Maybe this should be blue. New parks. No, I think I should just get off my butt and finish my old parks. That's what needs to happen. Really needs to happen. I need to go back and I need to, once I'm done this, I think I'm gonna go back to the spooky park. I'm gonna finish the dark ride. I'm gonna get rid of all that science stuff in the basement. It's all gotta go. We're gonna finish the dark ride. We're gonna build up the vintage park a little better using some of the vintage parts, and I'm gonna finish that one and get that up on the workshop. That's the plan. I really hope it comes to it happens. That would be nice. Oh, you're forgiven. Don't worry about being late. Never worry about being late. This isn't enforced. I'm just glad you came by to say hi. How to start a park properly. And you need to learn from me. Oh. The best park I built, I knew exactly what I was doing before I started. That I can tell you. I should say the only park I ever finished. The other thing is set yourself limits. Because if you don't, you end up building forever. That's basically the problem with my other parks. Is I'm gonna be there forever building because I don't have any limits. Like, and I mean physical limits. Set when you build the world that you're gonna put your park in, make sure you've put it in physical limits. Can't get by. Not happy with how it looks. Well, you must be happy with certain aspects of it. See, what really got me over the hump was building things, building my own things, and then I ended up having them in the workshop, in the blueprints. I mean, and I could use them later. And if I did abandon a park, which I've, I have walked away from building parks, but I've never really abandoned them. They're still there. I might at some point go back and build on them. I will. But when I'm leaving them, behind. That's what I'm thinking. 'Cause yeah, I might go back and build this. But I also found that I couldn't do Planet Coaster every day. Yeah, so you're gonna like some of the things you build. So blueprint them and keep those. And you know, like I said, the other thing I always used to say was, hey, if you're not willing to delete it, don't even start building it, because you know it might not turn out. I work a little different than that because I'm live streaming. You know, I try not to abandon a build, So sometimes I will go build something else and then come back to it. But yes, there are some things that, like, I find that just tedious stuff that you need to do. And sometimes you don't want to do it. And I think that's what drives me away from it. Is some of the tedious stuff. Like when my brain's going, hey, you know, you could be playing Fallout 4 right now. You could be playing Fallout 4 right now. And that's one of the reasons there's a lot more games on the channel lately. Because yeah, just play straight. Oh really? Oh, see, if you go look at my my Planet Coaster, like Adventureland and all that stuff, I'm basically the opposite. I stumble on things when I'm live streaming, and I don't get the build to do what I want it to do, and I end up coming back after, fixing things and getting more done. But that's just me. It's not that, you know, to me, the problem I have, or I've been having lately, is what am I gonna play? So we're just gonna, no, not on Sunday, no. I'm gonna play Subnautica tomorrow, do the whole thing, and then, I don't know, I'll probably be in Fallout on Sunday at some point. But you know, usually Sunday there's 2 streams. So you might find there's Fallout and more Planet Coaster. Or maybe I will end up so bloody tired after doing Subnautica for 10 to 12 hours that I won't even last through the first one. That's what happened last week. But again, the Subnautica, like, the goal here is every time we do this, like, the first time I ran through Subnautica, it took me 48 hours. The second time, it took me 48 hours. I learned a lot both those times. And then, the next one took me 24 hours. the first hardcore run, which I did over multiple days. I actually think it was 2 days, but 4 streams. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was streaming that during the week too. So yeah, it was more than 2 days. But then I figured, okay, so my next thing is I want to be able to finish it all in one day. So the last time I did it, I finished it all in one day. Why stuttering? I'm gonna save it before it goes away accidentally. Though the stuttering was likely the autosave. So, and that's the other thing. I've gone through. Oh, yeah. Like I said, there's definitely going to be more Fallout on Sunday and something else. But yes, I'm really enjoying this playthrough of Fallout myself. And I think it's because, again, I've taken a lot of input from people who've played Fallout a lot more than I have, so I somewhat know more what I need to do in order to further the enjoyment of my game. Because my character's more specialized and better at the things he should be better at. And therefore, I'm going to enjoy it more. But yes, yeah. So yeah, after a day of Subnautica, I will be back into Fallout. There we go. I'm suddenly starting to think these are the wrong color. But oh well. People can change into whatever they want to change them to when if they use this in their parks. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more Fallout. I'm gonna play more Fallout like after I eat supper tonight. But I'm not gonna be doing like a bunch of story missions or nothing. I'm just gonna be walking through the wasteland, collecting crap, trying to level up with Deacon and get all that stuff done. And we'll pick up the storyline when I live stream it. Yeah. That was the goal. The plastic world. Hey, Mr. Box. Do I remember you? I do. I remember the name, unless you're an imposter. You're not an imposter, Mr. Box, are you? But you know, it's funny. Planet Coaster always brings back people who were here before, and a lot of new people too. Not as much as it used to. Okay. It's kind of weird that this is going to be bigger than some of the trees, but, you know, we'll get over it. Can't go enforcing the scale of our world on things. Right? Can't be a scalist. Some type of scalist? Sizist? I don't know. Whoa. Let's try to straighten it out. It's kind of cool that, you know, when this is done, it's going to be both that and a tree. So this is the same thing. I really should have put all the green leaves on that first, and then cut off the top and did this. But, you know, yeah. Sometimes I do stupid things. Whoops. Yeah, see, the big thing I find about Planet Coasters is, you know, you playing aimlessly doesn't really accomplish anything. You have to have a goal. You have to know what you're trying to accomplish out of what you're doing. That like, so if I'm inspiring you to play, don't just go in blind. Okay, Meganico, we'll see you soon. Have a good night. But yeah, the whole going in blind, I so often do that, and it's like, I never get anything good out of it. Or I don't get the good things that I think I should get out of it. I just end up flailing. Flailing. That's the word. I end up flailing. There we go. I think we're good. Well, you know, okay, so, like, you know, like, you've seen Pirates Paradise. So, the tiki buildings. All the tiki buildings across the front, all up the hill. There was a picture I saw that inspired me to build that. And that's where it all came from. Was these pictures of what I thought was just absolutely insane. If there was like a mudslide, like all these houses would just, and I wanted to build that something to that complexity in Planet Coaster. Now I lucked out with the pieces when I started to build that, but you know, I knew when I started that I was going to have that style of stuff across the front. You know, like crew quarters. This is where the crew of the pirate crew lives. And then on the other side of the island, across the back, I was going to have the rich piratry houses. This is where the higher class, the pirates themselves lives. Not their crew, not that. But there's the higher class stuff across the back of the island. So there's going to be a definite differentiation. I had planned there was going to be docks. So I wasn't sure where they were going to go, but there was definitely that plan was there. There was going to be docks. There was going to be what is this doing? Whoops. There are 3 coasters. 3 coasters. Going in, I'm like, yep, there's 3 coasters in this thing. No more, no less. Wood, hybrid, and something else. So that was a known quantity, or a known, that was a known thing as well. Whoa. So, you know, I knew. So the first thing I built was I took a tiki hut, one of the pirate tiki huts, and I put walls down the side using planks. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Here's a tiki hut. I made one of those. I used the other tiki hut. I put different walls on it. I used some of the things, and I built these 4 pieces. Just 4 of them. And I built that entire tiki hut wall up the side of the cliff, up the side of the volcano, out of those 4 pieces. And that didn't really come from planning. That came from luck, in a way. Because it was just lucky that I could use those pieces over and over again like that. So there was a lot of reusability in that portion. But then I also knew that I was coming into a part of the build where it was like, oh, I've got to build all these houses that are all different, but yet all the same in a way. They all have the same look and feel to them. They have the same materials. They have the same stuff like that. So that was all the pirate houses. And then, of course, the pirate mansion on the top of that hill. That again, that was a known thing. We knew there was a pirate mansion. We knew there were tiki things. We knew where the coasters were going, even. All the rest of it grew around that. You know, like the water at the top, the volcano had filled with water. And there was a waterfall going down. There was no plan for a waterfall. That came out of that. I did have a plan to hollow out the cave and do that. So that was part of the plan too. So how many pieces do we have here? So I didn't know there would be a ride underneath the cave. I didn't think that would be a thing. I was thinking strips of tiki huts with like scaffolding up the walls, almost like a Mad Max style building thing. Oh, I got lots of room. I've only used 1,295 pieces. That's awesome. I'm gonna be able to build so many more things to add to this. And these are all the individual pieces so far. This is just sort of a forest. And this person is still just standing here. You don't have a staff building. Why do I have staff? Nobody works here, right? Does Courtney not know she was fired? Oh well. Maybe Courtney will be gone when I reload the game. So the other thing I need to do here is I need to make these into buildings. Because that's one thing. All of these, each of these things are each going to be a building. Where's my building piece? There it is. So I need to, like... And, you're a building. I was thinking of a mushroom store. Not with sold mushrooms, because, you know, pretty sure that would be illegal. That's... a mushroom store where, like, it looked like a mushroom. But I really couldn't imagine how to build that, because the pieces I have aren't big enough. And then he could have a mushroom forest. It was just a forest that had a whole bunch of different types of mushrooms in it. That would be cool. Mushroom up there. I'll separate them all into buildings after. But these ones I didn't build right first. Well, again, how do you build a stem? How do you build the mushroom stem? Oh, I'll own Fallout 76 long before launch day. I'm not waiting to launch day. I pre-order. I got no problem with pre-ordering, especially games I know I'm going to play and finish. So yeah, don't worry about that. There's gonna be lots of Fallout 76 on my channel, I'm sure. Of course, I could be wrong and I could completely hate it. That could happen. But let's pretend that couldn't happen. suck. Everybody could hate it. Okay. Yeah, see what you do, what you come up with. Whoops. Yeah, you know, we're coming up with quite the collection here. You know? Like, there's a lot of things to go in this little pack of stuff we're building here. I really want more. You know, there's this one little bush type thing. Maybe another style of bush. I think I might, once I have this bigger version of the tree here, I'll probably be good for trees. This tree works. Different evergreen. This one really needs work. Whoops. Okay, let's... Yeah, I could see that being something where we could probably take maybe this other tree, and maybe there's some way we could figure out how to make like something that looks like I'll show you. Let me just put this together. Whoops. Yeah, it's basically all artificial plastic looking things. I keep on going to select them as multiple things, but they're one thing now. Yay! There we go. Okay, so if I were to say, go to this tree. We'll take this tree out, for example. And the first thing, of course, I would want to do is shift the whole top. Okay, so there's a bush now. Our tree is now a bush. I think what I want to do is remove this and that. Boom. Okay, we don't want to remove that. That messed up the tree really bad. Okay, so we have the tree. We have the bush. So... Mushroom Island. So like Pirate Island? Like Pirate Paradise, except mushrooms? And elves? No. I don't think there's elves. Okay, so can I... No, those are cones. I want raindrops, not cones. You don't have raindrops? Like, am I gonna have to make my own raindrop? If I take a cone and an oval. They don't fit. They're different sizes. You wouldn't think that would be a thing, but it is. Those are different sizes too. So the circumference is or radius, whatever. Circumference, radius, diameter. Take your pick. Of all these things are actually different. I'm almost positive though that this would be the same. It's a little bit different. Okay, that might work. Okay, let's see here. What's going on here? Why is it going like that? Not what I want. What? Okay, something got really screwed up at some point. But basically what I was trying to do was create like a Hey, Martin. You made it. Well, we've built a few things today. We got this little bush thingy. That was the biggest. Well, no, actually, no. We've got the tree stump store, and we got the tree stump bathroom, which I'm gonna have to fix because there's problems. I'm calling a plumber. And then of course we fixed up some stuff, other stuff that was no good. And then built this, and now I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Not working though. Excuse me. Like basically I'm trying to create an unopened flower bud. Somehow. But, of course, we can always do thorns. Purple thorns? No. Crap. See, we can't. This isn't gonna work. And the reason for that is these are slightly bigger in radius. You always end up with a piece sticking out. If I move it in, well, I guess I'm gonna have to turn it. Oh, there's still a piece sticking out there. That's about the best I could do. I think I need a different method. There we go. At least then, if another piece sticks out, it just looks like another thorn. Oh yeah. Favorite DLC? It's either got to be Spooky or Adventure. You know, for me, probably the Adventure Pack. Yeah. I actually found that the vintage pack should have had more stuff in it. It was a very lacking pack. I'm happy for the new rides, but you know, like one of the packs had like 300 new pieces in it. That didn't have 300 new pieces in it, and they charged me the same amount. Now, I will admit, it takes a lot more to make a ride than it does pieces, but it's perceived value that's the problem. What I'm talking about here, and I perceive value is not as good. That was my opinion. I like the stuff in it, though. Don't get me wrong there. It's coming along. Definitely working, though. But why would we have thorns on a tree? Sorry, I'm gonna get all like evolution, go all evolution on this tree now. Why would we have thorns on this tree? This needs to make sense to me. It doesn't make sense right now. There's no reason to have thorns. Unless like the wood is really tasty and the tree is protecting its own wood with thorns. What I think we need here, is fruit. And then once we have fruit, there's a reason for thorn. But what does fruit look like? Really? I changed the color and it just ignores me. It's gonna go, hey, no. I don't like your blue. We're going yellow. No blue for you. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Oh, I will, I don't know. I see probably another couple hours on this before I say it's up ready to upload. But then I am going to actually build something out of it. I think I'm going to build an area that has a hybrid coaster in the background. With this in the with some of these things, using some of these things in the foreground for like a store and something like that. I'm going to upload that to the workshop as well. Why do you have to be so difficult, game? Like, everything's over here, but you're like, no, the center of everything you're doing is over here. That will make things easier for you if you're basically trying to place things by swinging them on an end of a stick. Sorry, I'm gonna quit. Okay, so yeah, you're basically running into exactly what I thought the problem would be. So for the top, you could, you know, there's a number of different ways you could go. You could say, okay, you're gonna make it out of things like this. And offset them around a circle. Like, you could, you know, you're trying to get something bigger. And you know, the more of them you have, you know, the lower the the higher the resolution, I guess you would say. Whoops, I caught the wrong one. So like, there is a possibility that you could have something like that. I just don't, like, okay, so for the bottom, maybe you would need to go with something like these, and have them as the stem. But what you could do for that is do the circle building trick, where you like, you could have a perfect circle for that, by doing this. Whoa. With this one. I just need to take this as a building and duplicate it. Maybe I should lock it in and duplicate it again. You can build it up like this. And these are each separate buildings at this point. And you can do the same for the top. It would definitely make it easier. So then what I'm going to do is... So that's all there. I'm going to go in and I'm going to go and edit each of the buildings. And delete. Until there's only one of these left. Don't want to delete the last one, or you don't have a middle. Okay, so there's one left. Now I'm going to grab all of this. And I'm going to make it into one building. And then I'm going to grab it all again as a building and duplicate it. We're just going to turn it a little bit. So that it creates a circle. A more solid circle. You know what I mean? And then I can, and again, you could basically build the sides of the mushroom and do this for the whole thing. And then you just have to cut out the pieces you don't want. And then like my final thing here would be go in, okay, I'm gonna take one of these, we'll edit the building, we'll delete that, we'll go in, grab it all as one piece, add it together. Obviously, the scale's wrong, but you see what I mean, eh? Like, it didn't need to be 8 meters across. It could have been just, you know, a more reasonable size. But yeah, that's one technique that I've found very useful for building stuff like that. Okay, so the next one is going to be a store. Next time, I'm going to build a store and a big giant acorn. This is the top of it. Ooh, that looks funny. I don't even know what the bottom is going to look like yet. Control Y. Control Y. Same as Windows. And by the way, if you're wondering, the redo key in Windows is Control Y. Very, very, very useful combination. So I don't know if these are the right size or color or what they are. I'm thinking at this point in time, what's wrong with this is not the color of these, but the color of the actual bark on the trunk. So yeah. So the we now know that this has thorns to protect the fruit from being eaten by the bad plastic animal that like plastic fruit. It's plastic fruit, remember that. No fruit was hurt in the making of this fruit. No fruit was used in the making of this fruit. But there we go. There's another weird thing I have built to add to our collection. I'm thinking those won't be yellow. I think I might change the color. I'm gonna hide that person. Haha. Yeah, it's really quite it's quite the collection at this point. And we will build this up further, and we will see. Like though, like I said, an acorn store and things like that would probably be the next steps. And finishing this tree. I could, of course, just top the head off it and bring this in to replace the head on this tree. And just finish putting leaves in it. But I think I'm going to leave this here today. The forest is getting to the point where we could probably lay out a forest and get lost in it. Cool. That's what I wanted, to get lost in a plastic. So I'm leaving it here. Remember, tomorrow, full day of Subnautica. We're gonna start it in the morning, we're gonna finish it in the evening, and it's good. And then more Fallout 4. So until then, I'm GameFace. This is Planet Coaster. If you'd like to click the button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.